Welcome back to Action Games and Comics. Special 20th, episode. We're drinking the cheap stuff today. Requests for better beer,
cheap.
And stuff like that. We're gonna do some comic reviews, but first I'm gonna introduce my cast. To my right over here is the main man from Gotham, Kevin Wayne.
I am the knight.
He says a lot.
Yeah. And to my left over here is my main man from Sector 2816.
14. I was messing that up.
Why do you mess up?
Beer. Ricky.
I'm Ricky.
And down from Sector North Carolina, we got Mogo over here.
And today, we have a special round of books for you. And we're going to get into it pretty hard.
We're going to get it real hard.
Real hard.
Real hard.
Cheers.
Party hard.
Alright, first book we got, I think, in my opinion, the most important book of the night. Flashpoint, Wonder Woman, and the Furies. Why pray tell, is this the most important book of the night? As far as I'm concerned,
It is.
yeah, I mean, you got a lot of Amazonians. I mean, that's always hot.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's just hot.
But main focus is this, as far as the whole war going on in the world of Flashpoint, between the Themyscirans and the Atlanteans. The Themyscirans and the Atlanteans. You got
Time for that.
you got the reason why it started in this book, this first issue, and I mean that's pretty fantastic. I mean, you see that Wonder Woman and Aquaman weren't such douches to start off, and that's something that you need to see, because you get into this originally, and hey, I mean they were dicks. I mean, they were just we're attacking everybody, but why? Now we know why.
I like that book a lot. I highly recommend to pick that up because it just explains it's a focal point. Yeah, now we do know why.
Because Wonder Woman wouldn't put out until they were married.
She's
pretty fucking pissed off too.
She's a tease, man.
Tease, man. She threw it out like nothing, dude.
Yeah, and the great thing about this book is at the end of it, there's a subplot. I mean, you realize that there's a lot more to going on. They got screwed.
Dude, she threw it out when she got saved. You got to realize that, man. Well, any girl better put out when they got saved. In general.
But yeah, all right. Well,
especially after you sucked the venom out.
Sucked the venom. you got to do that. But I'm saying, Wonder Woman and the Furies is definitely a book you need to pick up. As Emperor Aquaman last week, that was a must-read book. This is the same thing.
Yeah. I like his crew cut. It looks like Guile from Street Fighter.
Guile, Street Fighter.
I recommend it too.
Recommend this book. I definitely agree that you're gonna like this, especially going on with the rest of it. The rest of Flashpoint. So pick it up, Edwin.
Okay, basically we're gonna start on another Flashpoint book. We got here Dead Man and the Flying Graysons. I thought this book was pretty okay because the Graysons. You're dropping your beer.
It's got Sharkman in it.
Well, Shark. Yeah, King Shark. He's in there. He's always awesome. But I dug this book for the simple fact that it shows what happens if Grayson's family never died, right?
Yeah, he's all grown up. He's all grown up and still doing the Flying Grayson thing. Surprisingly enough, Dead Man's a part of it.
Yeah, this is it's an okay book. It's not for everybody.
I was waiting for Mel Brooks to do that whole Men in Tights dance. Dead Man and Dick Grayson.
I recommend this.
Perfect dick.
Perfect dick, damn. I recommend. Yeah, this is for me. It's okay. I recommend it, but not for everybody. Simple as that.
There's a key point in there that I like to point out. With
Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate. I've been wondering myself, Dr. Fate being a big character as he is, what he's doing, if he even realizes that
nobody saw it coming.
That the world's changed.
Did anybody else like the fact that he just sat through the whole issue
Yeah.
till the very end and was like, "You messed up."
Goddamn, hey, Wayne, calm down. Jesus.
His parents, don't worry.
Yeah, his parents, man,
he died.
Theater and shit.
I'm kind of glad that they did. It's a good book. It's a good book, Dead Men and Flying Graysons. To be honest, it's not one of my favorites of the Flashpoint so far. I was surprised to see it wasn't as good, but it's definitely a good book. Yeah, the art's a little generic for me, but
I'm drinking to remember.
All right, Mr. Wayne, Mr. Kevin Wayne. Would you?
I am the knight.
Yeah, we know you're the knight. What's your book, man? And just,
God of War.
all right, you know your parents dead. We understand.
Hey, we don't talk about that.
We don't.
So what's your
he's been abrasive ever since the rebuild.
Yeah, I
They were killed outside of a Green Lantern showing at Epic Theater.
That's not our fault.
I haven't been the same since.
That's not
Okay,
our fault.
get on the
Told you
God of War.
God of War, Flashpoint. This is almost as good as the last Batman movie.
Almost.
Almost.
Green Lantern's gonna be better. What?
You wish.
You wish.
I'm not in it.
I dug it. I dug the hell out of that.
Silver
book.
Surfer.
Grodd basically rules all of Africa.
Let's quote Bleeding Cool quotes here. Let's quote Bleeding Cool.
Because Bleeding Cool's awesome.
That's our opinion.
Okay.
Exactly.
You guys
Read the
settled
book.
this. You guys settled this in what's called Rebirth, man. Not here. Okay.
I don't need this.
All right. Dark and light. Get to the corners. Okay.
It's got dudes
I
ripping
am
people
the
to bits and stuff, but the dudes.
God of War.
God of War, shut up. God of War is about Gorilla Grodd making little children kill each other. And then
pretty awesome.
ripping another gorilla's head off. And then tearing out
Jesus
Catman's
Christ.
spine.
Story killer. All right. If you didn't tell it,
Hey,
And
he didn't give
guts.
away anything.
And gorillas in Africa.
I dug it.
Buy it.
God of
Yes.
War is a good book.
Pick it
Flashpoint
up.
God of War.
Pick it up. We
It's-
all.
It's a great story.
We
It's
all
actually
suggest picking up.
actually one of my favorites of this week, aside from Wonder Woman and the Furies. As far as Wonder Woman and the Furies was relevant to Flashpoint, God of War was relevant to just God of War being awesome.
I'm out of beer.
So just hey,
didn't work.
That's the problem.
So that was a good book. Pick it up. Great book.
Pick it up.
Next read.
Mogo.
Mogo, go ahead.
We have Northlanders. It's pretty good.
That's it.
Great
Okay.
contribution, Lantern.
Mogo doesn't socialize.
Yeah,
Just
Mo, he doesn't apparently.
much. So, Northlanders, a single issue story. Generally like most Northlanders books.
What?
It's
Have you ever read Northlanders before? It's not
Oh,
something-
wow, Mogo's talkative now and shit. Yeah.
now you socialize.
Yeah, well, that's just the way it is.
This book it's a good book. I haven't read a lot of Northlanders, which is one of
Same
the
here.
issues. Thanks, Mogo.
Yeah.
It's about Vikings.
You know, if you'd have read more issues than Northlanders, you wouldn't have so many issues with Northlanders.
Oh, that's
Wow,
a good thing.
Mogo's very talkative
It's
as hell.
it's very sad to see that it's getting canceled.
Yes.
Issue 50. So how about that?
I'm gonna.
Oh,
Next book.
Okay,
Legion of
next
Doom.
book, Legion of Doom.
What about
Next book.
Northlanders?
Okay, Legion of Doom.
I'm filling my car up with
Okay.
gas so I can go kill everybody in Manhattan.
Okay, Legion of Doom basically talks about heat wave, and you know his.
He sets people on fire
He sets
on a
people-
subway.
But anyway, it's a very this book is okay, but I recommend it for the very gruesome end. Don't freaking kill anybody. I swear to God.
We can't kill anything that they've already not killed.
No, because you guys don't say the ending.
Green Lanterns have been
That-
authorized.
hey,
Green Lanterns have been authorized to use lethal force. I don't want to hear anything from
Exactly. Anyway,
I will crush your planet.
especially the way they do Legion, you know, based on this, it's pretty interesting, pretty different. This book is not for everybody, but I still recommend to pick it up, but not for everyone. That's the thing about it. So my take, yeah, pick it up, and you know, everything's flying over. Jesus Christ.
That was totally Ricky.
Okay, we're gonna move along.
saying.
We're gonna move
You're the reason
along.
we can't have nice things.
The next book we're talking about, Kevin Wayne is gonna
Right there.
brought to you by this. This is
What is this? This is That Hellbound Train.
Hellbound Train.
Faust
Come on,
meets
ride
Tom
the
Waits. Trains.
And making like deals with the devil.
People get
Make it
squished
go
by
to
trains.
You know,
And his father gets killed by a train.
yeah. Basically, it's a pretty messed up
Who would have
story.
thought?
It's a pretty messed up story about
Almost
you
as gruesome of a death as his parents getting shot outside of.
It's somewhat of a
It's
Ghost Rider
similar.
plot. It's like, oh, let's see what happens when you make a deal with the devil.
Yeah, but this deal's the devil's a train, so you know
He's a train.
He's not the train, it's the train conductor.
It's a conductor, but the thing is, the premise of the train.
Read
It's
the book.
I did. It's a good book. I suggest pick it up. What do you guys suggest? Mogo, Sector 2816.
God damn it.
2814.
14. Okay, Jesus.
It's-
I got all these
it's-
DC characters wanting to kill
It's
my
a
ass.
decent book, but hey, I got one for you. Why did when the train got struck with lightning? Why did the guy die? Because he was a good conductor.
Okay, our final book we're gonna review is by Mogo.
All right, this is Kirby Genesis. It's about other people from space.
Kirby Genesis.
It's pretty awesome. It's being drawn by Alex Ross and Company because I can't remember the rest of the names right now.
Doesn't matter.
It's Kirby stuff, and it's cosmic,
Good.
like me and you.
I like your details.
It's kind
like
of
that?
Kirby stuff. If you love Kirby stuff, especially certain characters that are in this book,
Captain Victory.
goddamn way to kill everything. It's very
authorized to use lethal force.
Not authorized,
Don't
not just
care.
authorized, encouraged.
Anyway.
I wonder how long until Stan Lee takes credit for this too.
That's true. You gotta. There you go. And don't be doing that true believers crap. Anyway.
You're a true believer.
And dildos.
That's
Jesus.
too far.
Exactly.
Too far.
Anyway, basically, this is a premise of a character named Jack Kirby and his girlfriend, some girl he's in love with named Bobby, and a lot of cosmic craziness happens. Like all the
She goes to a museum.
all the cosmic crazy stuff is happening right now. That's the thing.
There's a cause and there's effect. You see the cause and then the effect from
But-
it all.
He drives a Jeep from Korea.
like when you drink a Bud Light,
Mm-hmm.
you want to drink
More.
kind of more Bud Light, but it's not
Kinda
good.
wanna
You don't
drink
recommend
double what we were given.
Or you want to drink Heineken, which we couldn't afford tonight. So
it. Low budget.
low budget.
Thanks.
But anyway, Kirby Genesis is recommended by all of us.
He drives a Jeep from surplus Korea. He bought it for $120.
He put it together himself. I mean, why not?
Yeah. Anyway.
How much you want to bet by the end of this run
Senor?
that the character named after Kirby ends up nailing his girlfriend?
If he does, that's
think
pretty
she
awesome.
does.
But he looks like anyway.
Well,
Anyway, we're getting off the subject of that.
There's a massive amount of things that happen in this book.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's pretty epic.
after I read it, I mean, there was kind of more than you could account for.
More than meets the eye.
More, shut up.
More than
But
meets the
there's a
eye.
lot of great things that happen in this book. I personally, I wasn't really sure what to think of this book because the guy, the main character in this book looks like the actor from She's Out of Your League.
Yeah, or not.
And-
That guy sucks.
He's very awkward. But I mean, other than that, I mean,
The way that I understand it, the people on the internet were very disappointed with this book.
Oh,
They
I
were
mean-
expecting the fluffy pink character
well, I mean, if they're
from the Nintendo games.
Well,
people on the internet have nothing better to do than be on the internet. But other than that, Kirby Genesis, number one.
Kirby Genesis.
Pick it up while it's still fresh and new.
It's very good. There's a lot of potential with that book.
I've seen a lot of these guys out in my sector, and I don't really understand why they're there, but they just won't leave. I've asked them nicely, but they're just
Because
I
parking
keep
is
inviting him over.
parking
dicks.
parking is
Sorry about
cheap,
it.
and they always park on Mogo. That's what it is. Well,
Mogo's a whore.
okay.
Problem?
A little bit.
Anyway,
But also as well with the 4 Flashpoint books that came out this week, you get.
Nice.
Hey man, I'm trying here.
Nice.
just go ahead.
Wait,
First
wait,
you knock over my can,
I don't need
and
anything.
then you knock over
I
that.
don't need anything from you, Kevin.
All right.
It's tonight.
But there's a problem. There's a missing pin.
Because it's not out yet. Okay.
What's that pin for then?
You get
Mogo,
a pin
you think
with
you're
Flashpoint
freaking
books.
genius, but you're
Come
not.
and get them. On.
Go ahead.
Nice.
At least I'm not a
You get a
John
good
Lennon
book?
look-alike.
You see with
That.
Flash. See what the ring? I'm trying. You see, light it up. It's a construct.
I need John Stewart to kill you.
This book.
Yeah.
So get the pin with the book.
Problem.
You're gonna love it.
Exactly.
That's all I gotta say. And
Anyway,
Oh, you're funny.
Catch us on Panels on Pages, and
You remember you didn't have to do that.
I know,
Yeah.
but what's the other website?
This is why you got shot in the 80s.
Lennon, shut up. all I gotta say, leave some comments. Let us know
Yes.
what you think
Imagine
about
a world where you
tonight.
don't mention panels on pages.
I know there's a lot of things that you want to say. I know there's a lot of things you want to let us know. If you have a recommendation, maybe you have a beer you want to recommend.
Yeah.
Then
Low
fucking
and
let
raw.
us know,
Which is much.
and we'll do it. We'll do it.
Yeah.
England.
As for this week, we got Kevin Wayne,
Kevin Wayne.
Tonight.
we got Mogo.
Hi.
My main man from Green Lantern Sector 28.
No,
14.
No, okay.
Wow, holy shit.
And,
Yeah,
then
right.
Lennon here.
The main man Ed.
Third time is the charm. I
Exactly.
guess they couldn't say the same about shooting you.
We're gonna catch you guys next week.
Catch him next week and come back, Kings. We'll see you later.
Yeah, next week,
This
guys.
is Action Games and Comics. Thank you for joining us. Have a good week.
La 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 la, ma ma ma.